Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Denise would like to introduce you to Marcus Bayer. Marcus is confused, not that that's unusual in Scamland, obviously. Hey, he said, having a good day? Where are you? Good morning, I'm in Guildford. Having a good day? Yes, thanks. Are you? I am, thank you. Where are you originally from? I'm originally from out Mangalinia. Why do you want to know? Well, I'm getting to know you. Where are you originally from? North London, England. You? Hasn't changed since you asked before, said Denise. Where are you now? I'm currently in California, USA, for a temporary job. Still in Virginia? He asked. Virginia? What do you mean? Mangalinia is in Virginia, right? He asked. I don't know, it might be. I thought I'd made it up. I'm in Guildford in England. Educate me about your origin. I want to learn. You asked me where I am, Guildford. Then you asked me where I'm originally from, out Mangalinia. Noted. So may I call you Denise? Yes, of course. Where do you usually live if you're only in California for a temporary job? I live in Enfield, North London. That's where my family and origin began and stays. By the way, we're not so big anymore. Lost connection, and lost some to death too. So sad, but it's life, right? Lost connection? What do you mean? Oh, one of my uncle that travelled to Israel for military cases, and we never heard from his since 1982. His kid are all grown and still living to that regret. She's grown now and married. To which Denise, of course, replied, oh yes, obviously. Yeah, you can call me Marcus, or Marcus. I'm half English, half German. Nice to meet you, Denise. ROFL, you just told me your family origin began and stays in Enfield. Now suddenly you're half German. What do you do in California? Yes, my mum is from Frankfurt. I'm an electronic engineer and an interior designer. Goodness me, a very diverse set of skills. Oh, you have no idea how diverse yet, Denise, but you're going to find out. What about you? What do you do? What are you doing while you're in California on a temporary job? I'm retired. I was an accountant and ran my own small business with my late husband. I and my team are currently working on a warehouse, and we're working in a cruise ship that seems faulty on electrical issues too. I hope it went well for you all. Why is a cruise ship in a warehouse? Oh yes, we had a nice little business. We did accounts for small businesses and individuals. Not in a warehouse. In the same town. Oh, okay. You managed to find 2 temporary jobs at the same time in the same town. That was lucky for you. Yes, it was. Both didn't start same time. Both are here in San Francisco. How long have you been in San Francisco? The cruise is at the peninsula, while the warehouse is in Santa Cruz, just 70 miles apart. I got the warehouse job last month, and I've been working on the cruise since November last year. I've been here for 5 months now. By the way, it's not my first time here. I've been in and out of California since I was 24. Goodness, I'm surprised a cruise line can afford for a cruise ship to be out of use for 4 months. Which cruise company does it belong to? Crystal Cruise, he said. It's a newly purchased cruise they bought lately from an individual, according to what I was told. You've got to understand that I and my team have been working on this since then. It was moved from Italy. I have plans of hanging the hats, because I've really achieved a lot to take me till the grave, whereas achieving my greatest desire, a partner, before I leave Earth. I so wish I understood that, said Denise, so I'll just say yes. You'll understand as we talk more. Oh, poor deluded fool, the more he says, the less sense he makes. Oh, you mean you write meaningless stuff until you get to know someone? Then as you talk more, you start to write more sensibly? We'll see. They're not meaningless, LOL. Yes, they are. LOL, said Denise. I have plans of hanging the hats because I really achieved a lot to take me till the grave, whereas achieving my greatest desire, a partner, before I leave Earth. The fact that you don't get it doesn't mean it's meaningless, he tried. It's a collection of words put together by someone that's semi-literate. I have plans of hanging the hats because I've really achieved a lot to take me till the grave, whereas achieving my greatest desire, a partner, before I leave Earth. But I look forward to talking more so you can write more sensible stuff. said Denise. I simply meant I have a goal. Awesome, why didn't you say that? LOL, I want to retire and also achieve my goal of having a partner besides. Understood? Don't be rude. If you'd said what you meant originally, then I would have understood you. I like your transparency. You make me go a mile, explaining things better, which some people are scared of. I'm nothing near rude if you know me well, Denise. Typing what you mean instead of meaningless rubbish isn't go a mile, it's simple respect. Can I ring you? He asked. On here, yes, you can. OK, I will. And so he called her. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I shouldn't go on at them so much, that I should just let them talk and tie themselves up in knots. But it's just so hard sometimes. If he calls again, I promise to try harder. Hello? Are you going to speak to me or not?
Hello there.
Oh, you are going to speak to me.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Very nice. It's actually nice talking to you for a while now.
Okay.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, yeah.
All right, great. My network is not the best right now.
Oh, no, it sounds all right here. So where did you say you are? You're in San Francisco, did you say?
Exactly. Right now, I'm in Santa Cruz. Yeah, I'm in
right.
Santa Cruz because, yeah.
And what are you doing there? Oh,
I told you, my job.
no, I mean right now.
That's the only thing that got me there. Well, I told you that you'll get to understand me with time.
Yeah, obviously, because it's hard to understand you without time, apparently.
Well, like I said, you understand me with time. There's a lot going on. So, and there are a lot of shit that has been happening, but I just want to make everything straight with you. I want to make
What are you doing in the warehouse?
Huh?
What are you doing at the warehouse? You said you're working on a cruise ship and in the warehouse.
Yeah. Like I told you before that the cruise is at the peninsula, right? The warehouse is in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
So right now I'm at the warehouse in Santa Cruz. You get it?
Yeah. And what are you doing at the warehouse? You got a contract to do some work at the warehouse. What are you doing?
It's a warehouse for grains.
No, I didn't ask what the warehouse was for. I asked what you're doing there. Why are you working on the warehouse? What are you doing there?
Yeah. Like I told you, I'm an electrical engineer. So me and my team are fixing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're fixing a lot of stuff. What are you doing at the warehouse? Why are you working on the warehouse?
Because it needs the lighting part. It's not appropriate. It's not adequate in lighting. We gotta fix the lighting. We gotta we gotta put some interior designs, and there is a lot of things as well that you're not gonna understand on the phone, except.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky. How do you know what I do and don't understand? Don't be rude. That's very misogynistic. You don't know what I'll understand until you try.
Are you trying to say you don't understand me?
No, you've just told me I don't understand. I'm telling you, you don't know what I understand until you try. That's very misogynistic to tell a woman she won't understand without telling her. So you tell me and I'll tell you whether I understand it or not.
Okay, let me ask, do you understand?
I don't know until you tell me, do I? Engage your limited brain cell count. Right? You told me I wouldn't understand. That's very rude and misogynistic. You don't know what I'll understand until you try it. So you tell me and I'll tell you if I understand or not.
Okay, okay. It goes like this. What is the question? You asked what I'm doing in the warehouse, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. So I and my team, we're fixing the lighting, we're making sure the interior is more conducive for what they want to store in there. You get it?
Right, and which bit of that did you think was too difficult for a woman to understand? That you're fixing lighting or you're making the atmosphere more conducive? Which of that
We're
was
just
so
making it more
complicated I
conducive
wouldn't
because
understand it?
it wasn't in use for about 6 months. So the next time now they want to use it by May, they're gonna be using it. So we gotta put it in good condition before then.
Yeah.
And make sure all
Which
the
bit?
silos,
Listen to what I'm
everything is
asking
in
you.
good
Listen to
condition.
what I'm asking you. Which bit of we are fixing the lighting and we are making the atmosphere more conducive was so difficult? Shut up. Was so difficult and complicated that you thought a mere woman wouldn't understand it. Which bit of that was difficult to understand?
No, well, I've been through a lot of shit lately,
I'm not
and
interested in your
it's
shit.
just
You
complicated in
told
my own head. You understand me?
you think
It's complicated in
you
my own
think
head, and
fixing
I'm
the
trying to
lighting is
explain it
complicated
to
in
you
your
from
own
the start.
head?
It's not all about the woman part. You understand me? Even if you're a man and I'm talking to you about this, some people find it too complicated. You understand me?
No,
So
I
I was
don't.
trying
You
to be
you
open
think
about it.
shut up. You think a man would find I'm fixing the lighting complicated? Which bit of that do you think he would find complicated? I'm fixing or lighting?
Did you tell me to shut up?
Did, yes. Which bit of that do you think a man
You're
would
so
find
silly. You're so
difficult
silly,
to
right?
understand? Do you think he'd find it difficult to understand I'm fixing, or do you think he would find it difficult to understand lighting? Or are you just trying to make big up the fact that you're an electrician who's fixed a few lights?
Oh, come on. Not like that.
Right, I take it to mean you are just trying to big up I'm an electrician who's fixed a few lights. So you're trying to make yourself sound complicated when really do you know how to turn on a light? I mean, if I said to you you need to fix a light switch and put up a light fitting, would you find that a complicated thing to understand?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No,
But
but
you're not
that's a
here
bit
to
more
see it, so you're
complicated
not
than
gonna
I'm
know.
fixing
You're not gonna
lighting,
get the
don't you
full
think?
picture. You're not here to see everything, so you're not gonna understand the whole picture. It's only with the words I tell you. That's what you're gonna understand.
Right, stop telling me what I will and won't understand. Stop being rude. If you tell me the difficult bit, I'll tell you if I understand it. Did you understand that? If you tell me
All
the
right, I
difficult bit,
understand.
I'll tell you if I understand it. So you tell me in technical language used by an electrician or an
Mm-hmm.
electrical engineer or whatever you think you are, you tell me in proper technical language what you're doing, and I'll tell you whether I understand it or not. And I don't think
So let me
fixing
ask you
lighting is
now.
technical
Do you
language.
understand it now?
You haven't told me anything yet.
Really?
Yeah, really. You tell me in technical language, like a proper electrician or electrical engineer, what you're doing, and I'll tell you if I understand it.
I don't want to make it sound more complicated. That's why I use a basic term of
I've just told
saying
you
we're
to
fixing the
tell me.
lightings.
I'm not
Okay,
interested
let
in
me
basic
explain.
terms. I want to know in proper
Do you,
technical language what you're doing, please.
do you know you're whooping my ass right now?
Yeah, because you're making it up, aren't you? You're not really doing anything. You're in the warehouse doing the cleaning or the painting and the decorating, aren't you? You wouldn't know one end of an
No
electrical cable from the
way.
other, would you? Right. Well, if it's your job, then it isn't complicated to explain it to me.
Okay, where do you want me to start from?
You start wherever you think is the beginning. What was the first thing you did when you arrived?
Okay, when I came here with my team, I came here alone. I was called. I was called from England, so I came here. I had to check on the whole place. If it was something I can walk on alone, I came here. I checked on it.
You
They
just said
had
you
damaged
came alone with
chandeliers.
your
They
whole
had
team. Which was it, alone or with your whole team?
no. I came alone. Then I had to check if it was something I can do alone. I checked on it.
Right,
I
there's
saw
nothing
that.
complicated about that so
Listen,
far and no
listen. Just
technical
listen to
language.
me.
Keep going.
Just listen to me. You. I came here alone. Checked on it. It was something I couldn't do alone. You understand? I had to. The first thing I did was call some locals. You understand? I didn't call my team right from England. I called some locals. I checked on it. Then I saw that they weren't thinking from my angle. You understand? I didn't understand them because it was my first time meeting on them. So I had to call on people that I'm familiar with. So they came. I saw that their travel bills. We came. We checked on it. The sockets, the chandeliers, the switches, uh, the flooring, the ceilings. Everything was inadequate. But we had to fix everything. So you get it. The offices there needed some interior design, needed some chairs, some tables, need better computers, and they just need perfect conditioning. So I had to fix everything. You get it?
Oh yeah, I
So
mean
that's what we've been doing.
buying chairs and tables and floors is such a complicated concept. I can understand why you thought I wouldn't understand. I mean, tables and chairs, my goodness, and flooring, that's so hard to understand. I can see why you were having trouble explaining it to other men.
Well, it's not so complicated, but it is
No, it's
stressful.
not complicated at all, is it? You were just trying to make yourself sound much more grand than you are, aren't you? Basically, you're just a workman who's been buying tables and chairs and laying floors. Did you paint the walls as
I
well?
don't do it. I don't do it myself. You understand?
Oh,
I
you're not
tell
even a
people to
workman. You're
do it.
just one of those people that stands there watching other people work, laying the floors and unpacking the tables and
Yeah,
chairs. I get
I
it. Right. You're the foreman.
I'm listen. I'm the head of the team. Okay,
Yeah, that's what
so
I just
I
said. You're the foreman.
yeah, I'm the head of the fucking team. So what they do, I tell them what to do. I go check in what they do if they do it right and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
understand me?
that's
If they don't do it
ever so
right, I do it
complicated. I see why
myself.
you
I
thought
make
I
sure
wouldn't
it's.
understand.
Listen, you're being so fast right now.
Well, I'm listening, but you're not saying anything, are you?
What I already told you everything. We're just making it conducive, making it balanced so it can walk again. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand you, strangely enough.
Good.
Putting in new flooring, putting in new lights, putting in new tables and chairs, despite you thinking it's too complicated for me or other men even to understand, is actually fairly simple.
No, 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 no. It doesn't just end there. It doesn't just end there. We did the wiring, the sockets, the switches. You get me? The
Oh,
chandeliers.
sockets and switches are so hard to understand. I've got them on my own walls actually. I can. Do you know what? I even know which are the switches and which are the sockets. Do you think that's very advanced electrical knowledge, knowing the difference between a switch and a socket?
Some people don't know.
What, they don't know the difference between a switch and a socket? How do they ever
Yeah,
plug
people
anything
don't
in if
know.
they don't know which is which?
I really like it that you actually want me to explain, and you understand now. So that's the bigger part that I want you to do, and now you already done it. You
Can you stop
understand me,
acting like a
and that's
6-year-old
nice.
child, please? Even a 6-year-old knows which bit you plug something in and which bit is the switch that you turn it on with. How old are you? Even
Huh?
my grandsons knew that by the time they were about 2 or 3. They knew the difference between the socket that you plug something into and the switch that you use to turn it on with. So I don't think it's that complicated if even a small child can understand it. So carry on. I'm waiting for you to get to something complicated or technical.
It's okay. You already got me now. All right, all right.
Yeah, all right, all right. You don't know anything technical or complicated, do you?
What do you want me to say? Something you don't understand?
Yeah, go on.
Why are you doing like this? What do you want to hear? I already told you everything I want to say.
Right, so you don't do anything complicated. So you were just being extremely rude and misogynistic at the beginning when you told me I wouldn't
No
understand.
way! Don't say it. Don't talk like that.
Well, it's
That's
perfectly
me.
true. You told me I wouldn't understand, and so far all you've managed to do is talk about sockets, switches, floors, tables, and chairs.
Chandeliers.
Sorry?
I said chandeliers.
So I can't hear what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry.
The lightings, the chandeliers.
Chandeliers. Oh my goodness. That's really complicated. Yeah, I expect you put lampshades on them as well, do you? And put wires in them. Are you going to tell me anything that it might even be remotely complicated that even a 6-year-old might not understand? No, probably not, because you've never done any electrical
Wow.
work in your life, have you? You're the decorator, aren't you?
Yeah, I told you I'm into interior
Yeah, I
designs and
thought so.
decorations. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's what I thought. You're the decorator. You tell people which light fittings you want fitted, and then you get a proper electrician to fit them.
No, don't say it like that. Listen,
Okay, you get
look
an
at my
improper
job.
electrician to fit
Listen,
them.
listen. Let me explain who I am to you, so you get it. You know, I'm just knowing you. So it's a weird feeling to just spit out my life to you. But I see that you wanna know me, okay? And I accept that. And okay, you wanna
It's a
know.
weird feeling
Like I
finding somebody
said,
that actually expects you to know what you do at work. I know it's really weird because when I tell people what I used to do at work, I just say, oh, I just wrote down numbers because I wouldn't expect them to either know what an accountant does or even want to know. So I'd just say I get a book and write down numbers and expect them to be happy with that.
okay, look. Like I said before, I am an electrical engineer
What do you
and
mean
a
you're an
contractor as
electronic
well.
electrical
Listen to
engineer?
me. Just try to listen for a bit.
There's no such
Are you
thing as
gonna
an
listen to me?
electronic electrical engineer, is there?
There is. Check.
Okay. Right, well,
Search
you
on
tell me
Google.
what an electronic electrical engineer really does without mentioning sockets, switches, and other things that a 6-year-old knows.
Listen, I assemble power plants. I generate transformers, bridges, routers, cells, inverters. You get me?
Well, you're getting closer, but you can't generate bridges, can you? Unless you plug yourself into one of those magic sockets, then you might generate something.
I said generate transformers,
Oh, you generate
bridges.
transformers, do you? How do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah,
How can I explain that to you?
yeah. How do you generate a transformer? Do you plug yourself in?
You want to employ me or something?
No, because you've got no bloody idea what you're talking about. I wouldn't even employ you to paint the walls. Anyway,
You asked a simple question.
you're now on to transformers when just now you were laying floors in the warehouse. So now you've got a transformer in the warehouse, have you?
You're getting me all wrong. You said I should explain what I really do, and there's a lot I do, a lot. You get it?
Yeah, I can
It
get
doesn't
a
just
lot.
end in
That's
switches.
another really
Listen, it
complicated
doesn't just
concept
end
that I've
in
understood.
sockets, switches, chandeliers. It goes a long way,
Yeah. You know who fits
and I
sockets and
can't start
switches, do you?
explaining everything I studied in school to you
Yeah. You
instantly.
know
I
who
can't just
fits
start
sockets and
explaining
switches, do you?
everything to you.
You know who fits sockets and switches, do you? You know what kind of profession and qualifications and accreditations you need to fix sockets and switches, do you?
Anybody can do that. It's so easy.
No, anybody can't, not in a warehouse. You need proper safety accreditations and certificates. Don't you know that? Is that why they employed you? Because you're cheap?
They employed me because of my skill. Okay,
Right, so then you know that you need to be properly accredited. Who are you accredited with in the UK?
huh?
Uh, who are you accredited with in the UK as an electrician? I presume that's what you're accredited as in the UK if you're fixing sockets and switches.
Not just that. Stop making it so basic. It's not so basic.
Oh, it's not so basic being an electrician, okay. But by the way, do you know the difference between being an electrician in the UK and being an electrician in the US?
You
Do you
can't
know the
just call it an
difference between our
electrician. I'm not
electrical
just.
system and theirs?
I didn't. Listen, I didn't study for 5 years in the University of Oxford to connect sockets. Okay.
But you told me you're fixing sockets and chandeliers and switches.
Yeah, I was telling you all the things I do too.
Right. You tell me the difference between the electrical system in the UK and the electrical system in the US.
It's the same thing. You started it. You started it.
No, there's a bit more of a fundamental difference between the electrical system in the UK and the electrical system in the US, isn't there? If you spent 5 years at, by the way, when you were at Oxford University, which college did you attend?
University of Technology. Okay.
University of Technology, what, in Oxford? Is that a new one they've just invented?
That was my discipline. All right.
Yeah, which college were you at Oxford?
It's like you want to employ me now.
No, I wouldn't employ you, as I
I will
say.
just send you
You've
my
got no bloody
CV.
idea what you're talking about, have you? Which college did you study at Oxford?
Don't worry, I will send you my CV. You're asking too much. I told you University of Oxford, and you're
Yeah, and I
asking me
asked
which
you which
college.
college. You don't know, do you? Because you didn't go there.
It's made up of 30. It's made up of 30 different colleges. Okay.
Right, which one did you go to? You know, you've only got a choice of three. You've
Okay,
just
I'll be
said.
free with you. I'm just knowing you, all right? And you're asking me these questions. Okay, I'll be free with you, all right?
Right,
The
you've just said
Trinity
there are three
College,
colleges there. Can't you remember which of
Trinity,
the three you went to?
Trinity.
Trinity. Right, okay. Do you know what Trinity means? Oh,
I don't know. Okay,
no.
explain. I don't know.
No, I didn't think you did. And have you, after 5 years of study at Oxford, extensive working as an electrician in the UK, and now working as an electrician in the United States, installing sockets and things, you don't know the difference between the electrical system in the US and the electrical system in the UK?
As for me, with what I've learned, I can't see any difference,
You
actually.
can't see any difference. So, did you
Nah,
just
nah,
ship a
nah.
load of electrical sockets from the UK and take them out to the US?
I like this. I like this. Wow.
Did you take them with you? Did you take the sockets and the switches with you?
No, I got them in the United States here.
Right, and you haven't
I
spotted
didn't
the
take them. I
difference.
didn't take them from. I didn't export them from
Yeah,
England.
yeah, you haven't spotted the difference then.
I should spot the difference.
Yeah, you don't know the difference. If you look on the back of an electrical appliance, you can't tell the difference. You can't tell whether you can operate it in the UK or the US. No, I didn't think you could. But anyway, so tell me about the cruise ship.
No, I'm not gonna tell you. You're asking too much.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I apologise for being interested in you. Obviously, you just wanted to contact me so you could ask me things like what's my
Listen, let me
favourite
tell you.
colour and
If
my
you wanna
hobbies,
know,
did you?
if you really wanna know, listen. A US plug socket is completely different. It's a different shape from the UK one and the European one. Okay.
Gosh, that's really deep, in-depth technical knowledge. I'm not sure I understand that.
Wait, did you study anything electrical? Huh?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't, and even I know the difference. Well, I did go to
You didn't,
school, you know.
right? You didn't, and you have ideas in it. That's nice.
No, it's not ideas, it's what's known as knowledge. Anyway, you're going to tell me about the cruise ship. We're done with the warehouse. We know how much you know about warehouses. So you're going to tell me about the cruise ship. Is it a big cruise ship? Because I was reading the other day that someone's launched some enormous cruise ship that holds thousands of passengers. Sounds like a small town at sea. Is this a really big one? The one you're
No,
working on, that is.
it's not so massive.
No.
It's not so massive, but it's used for transportation.
Well, of course, it's used for transportation. It's a cruise ship.
Huh?
I said, of course, it's used for transportation. It's a cruise ship.
Of course. So what do you want to know?
Well, I was just wondering what it's like inside. Does the whole thing have to be refitted, or how big is it? What does it look like? I don't know. You're the one that's working on it.
Let me say it can contain about 500 people. It has, from what I've seen, it has about 70 rooms. All got their own bathroom. So yeah, it got the amusement park in it. It got
So it's got
a
70
little,
rooms, did you say?
huh?
Did you say it's got 70 rooms?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it takes,
residential
what's that,
rooms.
140 passengers or something?
No, I said 500.
How would you get 500 people into 70 rooms?
I'm saying the capacity of the people that can be in it.
Yeah, how would you get 500 people into 70 rooms?
You can be in a cruise ship and not be in a room.
Oh,
Can't
can
you
you? How
understand
would you
that?
do that? Sleep on the floor, on the deck?
That's where you're getting all wrong. Some people are not in the cruise ship to stay. Some people are just there to have fun and go the next day. Some people are there to travel the long distance. Some people are not. That's what you're getting wrong. Okay, have you been in a cruise ship before?
Yes, I have, and I've never been on a cruise where people just came for the day. Have you ever been on a cruise where people have just come for the day?
No, I have not.
No, I didn't think you had. So how'd you get 500 people into 70 rooms?
I told you the capacity. I told you the rooms.
Yeah,
It's
how'd you
two
get the
different
500
things.
people that are on board the ship into the 70 rooms?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Right, so you're fitting out the ship, there are 70 rooms, and you think it holds 500 people. How stupid are you? You don't know anything
Stupid
more, but
now.
you know even less about, no, that's not true. You don't know anything more about cruise ships than you do about warehouses and electrical sockets, do you? You've been on the ship for 4 months. Or was it the
Huh?
warehouse you've been in for 4 months? I can't remember.
Right now, there's nobody in it. I don't know what you're thinking. A lot of people are in. A lot of people are working on it.
Of
We got the
course there are.
mechanical
You've
engineers.
just
We
told
got the
me that
civil.
I'll
We
stop
got the electrical.
waffling about
What are
irrelevant
you
rubbish.
saying?
You've just told me there are 70 rooms on the ship. Yeah? 70 rooms for
Yeah.
people to stay in on the ship. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if people are on a cruise, they're staying in a room, aren't they?
I didn't count the rooms for the workers. Uh, uh, those people. I didn't count the room for the chef and others. That's not my none of my business. I was just the commercial rooms. That's what I'm talking about. People that come and want to stay till they get to their destination and have fun. That's what I counted. And I say 500 people can be in it. That's what I meant. I didn't say you must have a room or you must lodge a room.
So you don't mean it holds 500 passengers. You mean it holds 500 people, including the crew.
Exactly.
Right. Why didn't you just say that?
You ask a lot of questions a lot and get me confused and stuff.
Oh, for God's sake. I've asked you really simple, basic questions. There's nothing
They're not
confusing
basic.
about it.
Those are not basic. Those are typical.
Oh, don't be stupid. How many people a cruise ship holds is actually probably the most basic thing that they need to know before they book people on it. And how many rooms it's got and how many passengers it holds is absolutely the simplest, most basic thing about any cruise ship. Well, apart from whether it floats or sinks, I suppose that would be probably fairly fundamental as well. You know, it's as complicated as can you tell the difference between a switch and a socket? Which I realised you were having difficulty with that as well.
You know it.
Anyway, tell me
Listen,
something different. Tell me
you
about
know
San
something. You
Francisco.
know something. You know something doesn't mean other people know it. You get it?
Say that again.
You know something doesn't mean other people know it.
Well, the fact that I know the difference between a switch and a socket doesn't mean other people know it. Yeah, obviously not. No. So
Yeah.
if I
You
say to
know
you, can you
something
switch
doesn't
on
mean
that
other people
light? You
know it.
wouldn't be able to do it because you
You're
wouldn't know
just
how to do
fortunate
it.
to know it.
I haven't met many people that if you say, can you switch on the lights, don't know how to do it. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but I haven't met many. Come to that, I haven't met very many people who, if I give them a plug, say, can you plug that in? Most of them can identify the socket. I haven't seen many people that would try to plug it into the switch on the wall. I don't expect you have.
So what do you want to know now?
What do I want to know? I want to know what size feet you've got and what's your favourite colour.
My what?
Yeah, exactly. I said I want to know what size feet you've got and what's your favourite colour.
My favorite color. I love blue.
Oh, good. Because that's
What
obviously
about
the
you?
level of your conversation. You were going to ask me my hobbies next, weren't you? I'll take that as yes, I was.
I didn't
Maybe you
hear
were
you.
going to ask me my favourite food.
My favorite food. I'm not a complicated guy, so I just love
I didn't ask you
sandwiches. I
your
love
favourite food.
pancakes. I love I love desserts.
Congratulations. That wasn't what I asked you anyway, but never mind.
Oh my god. Dennis, you one of a kind.
Yeah, I'd like you.
You're actually one of a kind. You haven't told me your own favorite food.
I didn't ask you yours either. But I knew that's what you were going to ask me sooner or later. You're going to ask me my hobbies as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm
Yeah, I thought
asking.
you
But
probably were.
listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
If you want to listen, if you want to make me a meal, you want to make me a meal, you can just give me spicy shrimps with broccoli and rice. I like that.
Uh,
But I love dessert a lot. I eat a lot of dessert.
okay. Well, next time you find yourself in Guildford, well, when are you coming back to London?
When I'm coming back,
Yeah. When's your contract due to finish? Or your temporary job or whatever you called it?
I'll be back with the time frame of everything and the speed we're going with. I'll say I'll be back before August, September. Yeah, August, September.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you can come down to Guildford for lunch.
I didn't hear you.
I said you can come to Guildford for lunch. And I'll cook you whatever you said, spicy shrimps and rice.
Can you make that for me?
I can't be out there. How hard can that be?
You like seafood?
Not very much, no, but I don't mind shrimps. I'm sure they sell them in Marks and Spencer's in the high street.
Oh, I see. You're not a vegetarian, right?
No, I'm not.
All right. So you eat turkey. You eat chicken.
I do, yeah. Why do you want chicken instead?
Oh, I see. Well, another thing I love, homemade. I love ham and egg pizza with home fries. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make you. Did you say ham, egg, and pea soup?
Egg pizza. I didn't say egg and pizza.
Egg? Egg what?
Maybe it's a typical American thing, but yeah, ham and egg pizza with home fries.
Ham and egg what?
Pizza.
Pea soup? Can you spell it?
Pizza.
Can you spell that?
Pizza.
A pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, you do live in Enfield, you know. I'd expect you to speak like somebody that comes from Enfield.
Oh,
Well, I wouldn't,
really?
to be honest, but you know.
So are you a fan of spaghetti?
It's all right. It's mum pasta. It's all the same to me.
Okay.
Don't
Oh,
care what
you love
shape it is.
pasta too.
So will you come
Do
for
you
lunch when you
eat?
come back home?
Do you eat Italian, Chinese?
Yeah, there's a nice Chinese in North Street in Guildford.
Oh, I see.
So you're going to come for lunch when you come home?
Yeah, I will. I will come. If you send me your address, definitely I'll visit you.
Or you don't have to come to my house. I'll meet you at the station. We'll go to the Chinese restaurant in North Street.
So, what do you mean you're gonna take me out?
Well, I just said I'll meet you at the station and we'll go to the Chinese restaurant in North Street.
Oh, that is nice. That's nice. Well, there's something I want to know about you, and there's something that intrigued me, and yeah, some I really like the way you talk.
Yeah, and
I do, and you, like I said before, you push me an extra mile.
oh, I know it's so complicated having to be pushed to talk about sockets and switches when you're an electrical electronic engineer of 5 years study at Oxford at Trinity College. Even though you don't know what Trinity means, but you know,
I don't know what Trinity. What are you trying to say? I don't know what Trinity means. Come on,
you asked me to tell you.
come on, man. I know what it means.
Right then, why did you ask me to tell you?
Okay, when you mean Trinity, do you mean Trinity in a Christian way?
I don't know. You tell me. You were the one that was at the college. What's it named after?
Okay, when it comes to Christianity, Trinity are the three persons. They're God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You understand that?
Yeah, that's another concept that really isn't that complicated to understand. It's very rude of you to keep saying, "Do you understand that?"
No, I just want to make sure I'm so transparent. You don't understand that? I want to make sure I'm transparent enough.
Oh no, well, being transparent about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost is very complicated to be transparent about. I understand that.
Yeah, I love being
I'm
transparent
talking of
enough so
understanding.
you
I'm
understand.
sorry, I've just looked at the clock and I've got to go out and meet a friend in a few minutes' time.
Oh, you want to go out?
Yeah, sorry, I'm supposed to be meeting my friend Barbara up the road at 11 o'clock, and it's nearly 5 to 11.
All right, all right. I
So I
guess
need to
we'll
go and
extend
brush
it
my
here,
teeth and
huh?
wash up. And well, I was going to put that the wrong way round. What I need to do is brush my hair and wash my teeth. Well, brush my hair and brush my teeth, really, don't I? Anyway, I'll speak to you again later.
All right. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah. Okay then. Bye for now. That was a hell of a conversation, he said, after I'd had to go, because I was taking an elderly friend shopping. But I loved it. Talk to you soon. I need to catch a little sleep, too. It's so early here. And so her man went to sleep, while Denise went out for lunch. And to find out what happened next, you're going to have to listen to episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode. At this stage, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm thinking maybe we might involve Lola, because this man does speak very good English. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in episode 2.